Rita, about the text you sent me. Are you going on a trip with my mom?
Yeah, your mother invited me to go on a trip with her. Jake, I'm sorry to leave you behind. I feel sorry to go on vacation while you're on your business trip.
No, don't worry. I bet you're tired from looking after my sick dad for us. You deserve some rest, Rita.
But I still feel sorry. I heard you're gonna pay for all the expenses for the trip. Not only mine, but also your family's. And about your father. You're gonna pay for his nursing home fees as well while I'm away.
Don't worry, Rita. Mom insisted that she'll pay for any additional fees. So there's not much money that I'll be paying.
Oh, I see. Thanks for sorting things out.
No, there's nothing to thank me about. I was also worried about my dad anyways. It's my choice to pay for your trips, so there's nothing to be worried about.
But the price is pretty expensive. Should I ask your mother to pay for some of our fees? Maybe they could pay for half of the nursing home fees.
It's okay. I have my reasons for paying for everything, Rita.
What do you mean?
You see, my mom and my sister, they can be pretty harsh on you sometimes. It's been a while since you started living with my family, but you still look uncomfortable around them.
Well, yeah. I should try harder to have a good relationship with them.
It's me who has to try harder. Ideally, I should help you get along with my family as your husband. I'm sorry if my family is making you uncomfortable. If only I had a less busy work schedule.
Don't worry, Jake.
But still...
I'm okay. By the way, what's your reasons for paying for our trip?
Oh yeah, about that. If I pay, I think Mom won't be too harsh on you during the trip. I'm being strategic about this. I really hope you can enjoy your trip.
Thanks, Jake. That's really sweet of you. I also want to get along with your mother and sister better. I think the trip might be the perfect opportunity.
I hope so too. I won't be able to go with you because I have some work to do, but I really hope that you'll have a great time.
Thanks. I'll get you some souvenirs, so look forward to it, alright? I'll send it to you after our trip's over.
I'll look forward to it. Have fun, Rita. He might feel a bit pressured being alone with my mom and my sister. But the purpose of this trip is for you to have fun.
I'm pretty excited for this weekend, to be honest. I'll send you some photos, too. Hello, Mom. It's been a while since you last shopping with Selena. When are you coming home?
Rita, what are you talking about? We're not going home.
But we're leaving for a trip tomorrow. I thought we would be off after taking Dad to the nursing home. Do you remember?
Oh, about that. There's nothing to worry about. My daughter and I already arrived at our hotel.
Huh? Oh, what do you mean?
I told you that we're leaving tomorrow. But we actually plan to leave today.
Huh? I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I'll be on my way as soon as possible.
There's no need. You're staying at home, Rita. Who's gonna take care of my husband if all of us are on a trip?
But I thought we were taking him to a nursing home temporarily.
That's a lie, of course. I never contacted the nursing home. They won't come to pick him up tomorrow.
Why did you do this to me? I thought you invited me to join you on the trip.
I changed my mind. If you come with us, I won't be able to have fun. I'll be stressed out. I want to enjoy this trip with my real daughter.
Was this your plan all along?
I told you I changed my mind. Just take care of my husband while we're away, okay? Oh, and we'll be sure to get some souvenirs for Jake, so there's nothing to worry about.
I'll take care of your husband while you're on your trip?
What a nice daughter-in-law. You're a wise lady to listen what your mother-in-law says. You used to be a stranger to us. You should be thankful that we welcome you into our family.
Thank you. And I have something to tell you. It's hard to tell you this, but could you please pay me back my money? I'm not in a hurry, so I would appreciate it if you can pay me when you come back from your trip.
Money? What money?
The money I paid for the trip and the nursing home fees. I'm not going on the trip anymore, and I don't think you need the nursing home fees if I'm staying behind to look after him.
I think I paid you the other day. Oh, that money. Thanks to you, we were able to have a nice dinner. Thanks, Rita.
No, you have to pay me back. The money wasn't for you.
I'll never pay you back.
Even if you don't want to, you have to pay me back. I paid you quite a lot of money.
Rita, are you complaining to me?
I'm not complaining. I paid you beforehand because I thought I was also going on the trip. I'm not going to be joining you two on the trip, so I think you should pay me back.
How can you demand that, Rita? We agreed to live together for you. We welcomed a stranger to join our family when we were also busy taking care of my ill husband. Think of the money as a payment of appreciation.
I don't think I was ever welcome in this family. I'm also in charge of doing everything around the house. I'm the only one doing housework and taking care of your husband.
You're the daughter-in-law, Rita. You are not my real daughter. You should be feeling thankful.
Okay, I get it.
Let me tell you one last thing. Don't you ever tell Jake about this. He's on a business trip, right? We're the only ones at home. We can punish you as much as you want. There's no one to help you.
Yes, I understand.
Just look after my husband at home, okay? Make yourself useful as a daughter-in-law. If you want to maintain a good relationship with us, just be a good girl, Rita.
Rita, have you arrived at your hotel? How's the spa? Is Mom having fun? And are you having fun?
I haven't been to the spa yet. But I think your mother is having fun.
Oh, you haven't been to the spa yet? How's everything going? Are they being harsh on you again?
Hey, Jake. Will you always be on my side, no matter what?
What's wrong? Is everything okay? I'm your husband, Rita. I'm always on your side. Are they being harsh on you? Be honest with me.
Not exactly. They left me at home because I'm the daughter-in-law. They also used up all the money I paid to them for the trip.
Huh? They left you behind? And did you just tell me that they used up all your money?
They never planned to take me with them. She told me that I should stay at home and take care of your father.
That doesn't make sense. Did Mom tell you this?
Yeah, I have the conversation saved in my messages. I asked her to pay me back the money. But she told me to consider it as payment of appreciation because they welcomed me who used to be a stranger.
Did she tell you that you're a stranger? Is this because we live with them?
Yeah. She also made sure that I won't tell you about this.
I'm really sorry, Rita. I can't believe they did this to you. How can they even ask you to make it a secret from me?
Well, they've always been pretty harsh on me. I wanted to discuss something regarding this incident with you.
Yeah, they've definitely been harsh on you since we got married. And what do you want to discuss with me?
I want to move out. I know it's going to be hard for you, but after this incident, I don't think I can bear it any longer. I'm sorry, I'm being selfish.
I'm the one who should apologize. I'm really sorry that you had to endure all this. Being busy with work was no excuse. I should have taken better care of you because you're my beloved wife.
No, Jake. You've been trying your best too.
Thanks, Rita. Let's move out. It's your choice.
Thanks. But what should we do about your father? He's been really ill recently. I don't think he's fully conscious. To be honest, I'm worried to ask your mother and your sister to take care of your father.
We'll figure something out, don't worry. I'll get home as soon as possible. So, can I ask you to look after him till I get home?
Yep, no problem. Thanks.
I bet you're really tired, Rita. Thanks for taking care of him.
Rita, where are you? My husband is nowhere to be found as well. Why don't you greet us now that we're back from our trip?
Welcome home, Mom. I'm sorry I'm unable to greet you in person. I'm currently out of the house.
Where's my husband? Don't tell me. You took him out of the house in that condition.
No, don't worry. He's currently at a nursing home. I think it's a better environment for him.
Nursing home? Did you force him to join a nursing home because you no longer wanted to take care of him? How can you decide this on your own, daughter-in-law?
It's not my decision. Jake agreed too.
Jake? Why is he here? I thought he was on his business trip.
We decided to move out of your house, but we can't just leave Dad at home. He temporarily joined a nursing home as a trial.
Wait a minute, you moved out? Don't tell me you told Jake everything.
Yes, I told him everything. Can't just move out without telling him the reason.
Don't be ridiculous. Didn't I tell you, Rita? I told you that I will never forgive you if you told Jake about our conversation. Don't you remember?
Yes, I remember you threatening me.
I never threaten you. I was just talking to you as your mother-in-law. I thought you knew the consequences of telling Jake. But you still chose to tell him. You'll have to face the consequences.
I don't care.
Be careful with your language. You're talking to your mother-in-law. Be more respectful.
I'm being respectful enough. I'm gonna be honest with you, but threats only work when you're in disadvantage. And in this case, I wasn't in a disadvantage.
What do you mean?
I knew Jake would be on my side. He is always on my side no matter what. You're the one who's in a disadvantage. Can you stop us from moving out? Do you have the power to do that?
You naughty little kid. Can you respect your mother-in-law?
I have always been respectful, Mom. I tried to be the ideal wife you all wanted me to be.
Then be the ideal daughter-in-law. Just obey my orders.
After what happened, I made my decision. I can't bear to live with you any longer. Jake feels the same.
Stop being selfish. What are you gonna do about my husband?
Jake was also worried about his father. We decided to live with you in the first place because we were worried about him.
Jake loves his father. I don't think he can ever move out. Are you lying to me about you two moving out?
Didn't I tell you this already? Your husband is currently at a nursing home.
So what?
We're just trying things out, so we don't know how it'll turn out. But if he likes his new home, he'll move in there.
Are you trying to kick him out of our house? I will never allow you to make this decision by yourself.
I didn't make this decision by myself. Your husband also supported us about moving out. He said he'll move into a nursing home and pay for the fees using his own savings.
My husband said that? He stays in bed most of the time. He never seems fully conscious even when he's awake. How is he capable to talk like this?
You've never really taken care of him. I was always taking care of him alone. So I guess you don't know what he's capable of doing. He can be fully conscious sometimes. He's perfectly capable to communicate with us when he's conscious.
Even if that was true, why would he want to move into a nursing home? We're living with him. We can take care of him after you move out. Why would he want to use all of his savings for this?
I guess he doesn't trust his wife nor daughter. He told me about his honest feelings. He was scared to make you and your daughter take care of him.
How can he say that? I'm his wife.
That doesn't matter. If he cannot trust you, you're no different than a stranger. He's worried to make a stranger, who he can't trust, look after him.
I can't believe it. How much does it cost for him to join a nursing home? My daughter doesn't have a job.
I'm not exactly sure yet, but I think it'll be pretty expensive. You're asking the professionals to take care of him.
I can't pay for that. We've been living on my husband's money. I need his money to make a living.
Then how about you find a job? I bet you got plenty of rest, making me do everything around the house after I married Jake. I'm not sure if you have the skill to get a job, but both of you definitely have enough energy to work. Good luck in earning your own money for the very first time. After Jake and I found a new place to live, we finally moved out of his parents' house. While we were looking for a new house, we were also trying our best to find a nice nursing home for his father. My parents offered, not only us, but also his father to stay at their place for the time being, so he never had to interact with his mother nor his sister after a conversation using messages. Luckily, we found a nice nursing home around the same time we found our new house. So we're now living a relaxed life in different environments. Jake's mother and sister no longer was able to depend on their father's money. And I heard they're having a hard time working their part-time jobs. I demanded them to pay back the money I gave them for the trip, so I guess they'll have to work even harder. They've been on a very long vacation, so I hope they try their best to earn a living by themselves from now on.
Mom, do you have a moment? I'm really stuck right now, and I need someone to talk to.
Jack, what's going on? You sound distressed. Tell me.
It's my business, Mom. It's falling apart, and I don't know how to fix it.
Jack, you can't carry this alone. Please, open up to me.
I don't want to burden you. I should handle it myself.
We're family. We face things together. Don't shut me out.
I appreciate that, but I don't want to add to your worries. This is my mess to clean up.
Keeping me in the dark will only make me more worried. Share your troubles with me, Jack.
Fine, but brace yourself. My business is a disaster. A canceled shipment cost me $200,000, and I'm drowning. We're running out of food, the kids need money, and Julia and I are struggling. The kids might have to switch schools, and I want them to attend the best private school in town, which we can barely afford. I'm suffocating in debt, Mom.
Oh my God! Why didn't you tell me earlier? You were talking about new projects recently.
That was then. Everything's gone downhill. And now Julia lost her job too. We're barely scraping by.
What? Julia lost her job? Why wasn't I informed?
I thought you didn't need more stress. She lost her job when her company shut down. We're barely making ends meet with her part-time supermarket gig.
Don't worry. We're a family. We should share our problems.
I wanted to protect you from this.
My child's pain is my pain. We can't carry this alone.
I regret letting this affect the kids and Julia.
If you're overwhelmed, let me care for the kids. You need to focus on finding solutions.
Mom, you're not young anymore. You deserve rest.
Taking care of my family is my purpose. Let me help.
If you're serious, I'll talk to Julia. But right now, I need to salvage what's left of my business.
I can't be at peace knowing you're struggling. We'll face this as a family.
I feel like I've let everyone down. The kids deserve better.
We'll get through this. Don't lose hope. Have you tried everything?
I've exhausted all options, including asking friends. It's a dead end.
Tough times test us. Stay strong. Are you willing to ask for help?
It's hard to say, but I need your financial help. I'll repay you, I promise.
I wish I could, but I'm tapped out. I've given you all I had.
You have savings. Don't let me drown when you can help.
I can't touch my savings. I gave you everything I had.
You're my last hope. I can't watch my family suffer. I hate to ask, but I need your help financially. I'll pay you back, I swear.
I'm sorry, Jack. I wish I could, but I can't give you what I don't have.
You're sitting on savings. You can't let your own son drown when you could save him.
It's not that simple. That money isn't mine to give.
You're my last hope. Screw the rules. Can't you see I'm falling apart here?
This isn't about rules. It's your sister's education fund. I can't touch it.
Seriously? You're letting your son suffer while you hold on to that money?
You don't understand, Jack. It's not about holding back. It's not mine.
You're playing favorites. You always have. I can't believe you're doing this to your own blood.
That's enough, Jack. Don't you dare question my love. Don't drag up the past.
Maybe that's why Dad left. He realized you were too damn stubborn to care about anyone but yourself.
You've crossed every line, Jack. I can't believe you're saying this after everything. I'm disgusted.
Remember this, Mom. You've made your choice.
Mom, I'm aware of what happened between you and Jack. I'm so sorry about it.
I'm feeling quite down about it. Maybe I failed in raising Jack properly.
I apologize on his behalf, Mom. I never thought he could treat you like that. I confronted him and made it clear that his words were completely unacceptable.
Thank you for understanding, Julia. I don't want this dispute between you and Jack to persist because of me. It's crucial for both of you to communicate openly.
I do understand, Mom. I'm putting in all my effort to work with Jack and resolve our issues. I hope you can find it in your heart to eventually forgive him. His words were probably fueled by frustration.
I understand your perspective, Julia. I'm not blaming you for any of this. I'm largely disappointed in myself for not being capable of supporting either of you.
This isn't your fault, Mom. We should have handled things differently and prevented this situation from escalating to this extent.
Don't burden yourself with too much guilt, Julia. I heard that you've been actively seeking a better job to contribute to the family's finances. How's that going?
My current part-time job barely pays enough, so I've been juggling multiple responsibilities just to make ends meet. Jack's under enormous pressure, and it's leading to his increasing irritability. I realize it's because of his stress, but it's affecting me too.
I'm deeply sorry to hear that. You're an extraordinary woman, Julia. Thank you for standing by Jack's side during these grueling times. I genuinely appreciate your commitment.
Your appreciation means the world to me. If I hadn't married Jack, I wouldn't have had the privilege of knowing a remarkable mother-in-law like you. You've welcomed me into the family and made me feel truly valued.
The fact that we found each other amid the chaos of life is a true blessing. I'm overjoyed to have a daughter-in-law who possesses such empathy and understanding.
If I ever need assistance with the kids, I won't hesitate to reach out to you. Your support is invaluable.
Thank you, Julia. Please, prioritize your own well-being and health. Don't let these challenges consume you. I trust that you'll have a serious conversation with Jack regarding his behavior.
I'm committed to that, Lucy. I'm determined to ensure he acknowledges his mistakes and works towards making amends.
Thank you, Julia. Your dedication and understanding mean more than you know.
Mom, we need to talk. Can you spare a moment right now?
What's going on? Why do you seem so urgent?
I owe you an apology, and I need to make things right.
An apology? What did you do, Jack?
I need to say sorry for the way I treated you. The argument with Julia earlier, it opened my eyes to how terribly wrong I was. The things I said to you were unforgivable.
I was beyond furious with you, Jack. I never imagined you could be so cruel.
I know, Mom. I was out of line, completely. I was in a blind rage, and I took it all out on you. I regret it more than words can express.
It's not easy to forgive such hurtful words, Jack.
You're right, Mom, but I have to try. I was wrong to accuse you of favoritism and lash out like that. I am ashamed of myself.
We'll see if time can heal this wound. But moving forward, you must find healthier ways to cope with your struggles, especially within the family.
I promise you, I will. This was a wake-up call, and I want to change. Not just for me, but for everyone around me.
That's a step in the right direction. Now, what else did you want to talk about?
Brace yourself. Things are about to get even tougher. I'm planning to shut down my business and look for a regular job. It's time to let go of my entrepreneurial dream.
Are you being serious? What happened? Why the sudden change?
Julia and I had a long, hard talk. We're drowning, Mom. We need stability more than ever. We need steady income to cover our mounting expenses and secure the kids' education.
It's devastating to see how much you're struggling, Jack.
We've hit rock bottom. And, well, we were thinking we might have to move in with you for a while.
What? What happened to your house?
We had to sell it to scrape together enough to pay off debts. I got entangled with loan sharks, and it spiraled into a nightmare. Our lives were haunted by relentless debt collectors. Selling the house was our only way out, but now we're left without a home.
Oh my God. I can't believe what you've had to endure.
It's been a living hell, but I wanted to be honest with you. I didn't want to keep this from you.
You never have to hide anything from me. You and the kids are always welcome here. It might be cramped, but it's a roof over your heads. And I'll do whatever it takes to help with the grandchildren.
Thank you, Mom. Your support means everything to us. We'll be packing up and moving there right now. Oh, you are amazing. I know I can count on you.
We're family, Jack. No matter what, we'll face this storm together.
You've been working so tirelessly lately, taking care of the kids while Jack and I head to work. I want to express my gratitude by cooking up a delicious meal for you. Please make sure to finish it all. I put a lot of love into preparing these dishes.
Julia, I've already had a meal. You're working so hard day in and day out, and yet you still wake up early to take care of me like this. It fills me with a sense of guilt. I'm still perfectly healthy, so there's no need for any extra supplements. Save those for yourself or the kids.
Please don't say that. Jack's early mornings are consumed by his new job, so I'm taking up the responsibility of looking after you even more. How can I let you settle for anything less than high-quality meals? If Jack were to find out, he'd certainly scold me, Mom.
Oh, Julia, I truly feel fine, so don't stress yourself out too much. If Jack were to blame you, just let me know. I'll give my son a stern talking to. You've sacrificed so much for my son and this family. I deeply appreciate all that you do.
No, Mom. Taking care of you is my duty as a daughter-in-law. I'm Jack's legal wife and part of this family. I wouldn't allow myself to be neglectful to anyone under this roof.
While I might not have much to offer, your understanding means the world to me. I'm so fortunate to have a considerate and devoted daughter-in-law like you.
I owe a lot of my gratitude to my own mother. For quite some time now, I've come to regard you as my own mother.
So, caring for you is more than just a duty. It brings me happiness knowing I have a mother in my life. Words can't express how grateful I am. Instead of thanking you, I'll simply enjoy the meal you've prepared. Enjoy your meal, Mom. I'll strive to diversify the menu and keep things interesting for you. I never could have imagined that someone who portrayed herself as kind and dutiful as you, Julia, would stoop to such a despicable act. Cunning. You're like a venomous snake. What in the world are you talking about? I'm completely lost here. Why are you suddenly so furious? How dare you play innocent? You've always pretended to love and care for me. But what's really hiding behind that facade? Hatred? Resentment? Enough to drive you to murder me? What? What on earth are you saying? Why would I want to harm you? I treat you like my own mother. These accusations are baseless. I've given my all to care for you, and now I'm being falsely accused? Spare me your excuses. Lately, I've been feeling unwell, and my hair has been falling out more than usual. The doctor's diagnosis shocked me. I've been suffering from prolonged exposure to a harmful toxin. From the moment these symptoms emerged, I've been haunted by doubts. The doctor confirmed that this poison doesn't leave traces when cooked with food. And who's been meticulously preparing my nutritious meals these past few weeks? It was you, plotting to poison me. This is impossible. There's no way this could be true. You're accusing me without any evidence. Is there something you dislike about me? Is that why you're concocting these wild accusations to get rid of me? Oh, baseless, you say? I have all the evidence I need to prove your guilt. Evidence? What evidence? I haven't harmed you in any way you're suggesting. Let me enlighten you. I discreetly set up hidden cameras around this house. I witnessed you pouring an unmarked packet of powdered substance into the food you prepared for me. Your cunning and malevolence knows no bounds. Were you attempting to poison me to death? You're going to pay dearly for this. I'll report this to the police and ensure justice is served. No, it can't be. He assured me everything would be fine. Lucy, please listen to me. Things aren't as they seem. I messed up, but it didn't result in anything harmful. Just a few strands of hair lost. Mother, please understand my perspective. Have compassion for your grandsons and forgive me. How will they see me when they find out I tried to harm their grandmother? You want me to show mercy to the children, but you had no qualms about slowly poisoning their grandmother? You're a vile witch. After all, what did I do to deserve such hatred from you? I'll ensure everyone knows the truth about you. How will your parents feel knowing their daughter is capable of such wickedness? I'll kick you out of this house, and you will be held accountable for your heinous actions. Don't waste your breath begging for my forgiveness. Fine, go ahead and expose me, but you'll regret it. Let me tell you one thing. The real monster in this is not just me, but your own son. What do you mean? Are you trying to rattle me? It won't work. I'm laying it all out. Your son was my accomplice. He was the one who procured the poison and orchestrated this whole scheme. Your son is the one harming you. You're deranged. How dare you drag my son into this? You can't possibly be so heartless as to try and poison your own mother. Is this some twisted ploy to get me to forgive you? Don't believe me? Go ahead and ask him directly. Want to know why he did it? Because you're selfish, greedy. He can't stand that you hold on to the house and your savings. After all, you won't be around much longer, right? Your son and grandson can live a comfortable life once you're out of the picture. You never cared to help them, yet you still cling to your possessions and nag us incessantly. If you had just handed over the house and assets earlier, things wouldn't have escalated to this point. Impossible. You're fabricating lies. Jack would never do such a thing to me. I know my son far better than you do, and he's not capable of this cruelty. Do you really understand him as well as you think? He's sweet and subservient in your presence. But behind your back, he's consumed by insatiable greed for money. Do you hear me? Do you remember his heartfelt apology and remorse? It was all an act, both of us playing our roles to evoke your sympathy. Little did we know you'd remain unmoved, holding on to your precious property. You're creating a tale to drive a wedge between me and my son. You're nothing short of a poisonous snake. I won't lie any longer. The truth is out now. You should find your dear son and ask him. Jack, you need to explain yourself right now. Why would you sink to such a despicable and heartless level?
What's this sudden accusation, Mom? Why are you talking like this?
Tell me the truth. Did you truly conspire with Julia to poison me just to lay your hands on my house and savings? It's tearing me apart, Jack.
No, Mom, that's not true. There must be some misunderstanding here. How could you think I'd do something so vile to my own mother?
I wish I could believe it's a misunderstanding, but I have seen the evidence and heard the confession. How could you betray me in such a horrifying way? I've given you everything, and this is how you repay me?
This is insane. I would never do something like that. What evidence are you talking about? I don't understand any of this.
I set up hidden cameras in this house, and I watched as Julia poisoned my food. She admitted that you were her accomplice in this wicked act.
You're falling for her lies. She must have manipulated the situation to her advantage, trying to turn us against each other.
I'm beyond disappointed, Jack. I conducted a thorough investigation before confronting you. It's time for you to come clean before I take further steps.
Mom, I beg you to believe me. I was under some twisted influence from Julia. She convinced me that incapacitating you would give her control over the house and savings. I never intended to hurt you like this. Please, think of me as your own son and find it in your heart to forgive me. Our children still need their father, right?
Your words fall on deaf ears, Jack. Do you even deserve to be a father and teach your children anything? I won't let them grow up to be heartless and treacherous like you. Both you and Julia will face the consequences for your actions.
Fine, if that's how it's going to be, Lucy. Don't for a second think that just because you gave birth to me, you have the right to pass judgment. What have you ever done for me throughout all these years? I've been struggling on my own. Your divorce from Dad exposed me to ridicule and bullying. Did you ever once think about that? You've always favored my sister, leaving me in the shadows. Do you even grasp how that feels? While you enjoyed the house and money, I was left to fend for myself. Can you even begin to understand the humiliation I've endured? Who I am today is a product of your treatment.
Perhaps it was a mistake to think strictness would shape you into a better person. I left your father not just for myself, but to shield both of you from his destructive behavior. I couldn't bear the thought of you growing up in a home tainted by his cheating and gambling. I feared he might turn his violence toward both of you, just as he did to me.
That's impossible. You're twisting the truth. Everything that's unfolded is because of your choices. So don't you dare put the blame solely on me.
I don't expect you to realize your own failings. You will face the consequences for your actions. I won't waste any more words on this. I hope you reflect on your deeds and find some semblance of remorse.
No, you're lying. This can't be happening.
After the tumultuous events that unfolded, my son Jack and my daughter-in-law Julia had to face the consequences of their deliberate actions to harm others in pursuit of property and attempted murder. They pleaded for my forgiveness. Yet I believed that they needed time, 17 years in jail, to truly comprehend the weight of their mistakes. In the aftermath, I embarked on a journey of solo travel, seeking solace and healing from the emotional shocks that had shaken me. During this time, I took the children into my care, providing them with the nurturing and guidance they needed. Witnessing them flourish into healthy, obedient young individuals brought me a deep sense of contentment. As they grew, they became a source of strength and companionship for me, helping me to cope with the trials I had faced. Life moved forward, and while scars remained from the past, they served as a reminder of the importance of family, trust, and resilience. My heart remained open, understanding that forgiveness could only be fully achieved through genuine remorse and transformation. In the end, I found solace in nurturing the new generations, fostering a bond that was rooted in love, understanding, and the lessons learned from our shared journey.